NYC Residents Blast AOC for abandoning constituents amid unbearable migrant crisis. We got a clip from Fox News when they went around talking to people about it. I'm going to play that clip in a little bit, but they don't care though. They don't care. These leftists are pushing these open borders. She doesn't care. This is the same person that want to ban cows because they fart. I mean, she's not the brightest person in the room. She's just going along with her with the leftist policy, the open border, and that's what this is about. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. Now, this comes from one of my favorite news sites, Slay News, the great Frank Berman. And he reports that New York City residents in Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez district have blasted the congresswoman for being, quote, obsessed with climate change, while her constituents are left battling with an unbearable illegal migrant crisis. Again, she's worried about cows farting. She wanted to ban airplanes, so we can no longer travel on airplanes. She's the most despicable individual, but it's okay to have your border wide open. And AOC's constituents are expressing outrage over the surge in illegal aliens and crime in their Queens, NYC neighborhood. Residents say they feel let down by AOC, arguing that the celebrity Democrat is, quote, abandoning the people who got her elected to the House of Representatives. They sound exactly like the constituents in Chicago. The same people that voted for Mayor Johnson are saying the exact same thing. They're finding out that they really do not care about you. They only care about pushing their policies. Well, Fox and Friends weekend co-host Rachel Campos-Duffy visited residents in Jackson Heights in the heart of AOC district. Campos-Duffy spoke with concerned voters about how the influx of illegal immigration and crime has impacted the neighborhoods. All right, so let me scroll down to the bottom here, get to the actual clip. It's way down here. Here we go. All right, so grab my headphones and let's check this out.
All right, earlier this week, we showed you this shocking video of migrants setting up an unauthorized flea market right there on the streets of New York City. Well, Fox and Friends weekend co-host Rachel Campos-Duffy hit those same streets to talk with Queens residents and business owners about the...
Well, I'm gonna stop right here for a second. I've never been to New York. It's definitely was on my list before they let New York go to hell to visit, one of my places to visit. But I know about, some of the stuff that goes on in New York, and having an open flea market, an unregistered flea market like this is illegal, and cops normally arrest people for doing stuff like this in New York. Remember the guy that had the loose cigarette that was selling cigarettes out there, and the police came and tackled him, and I think he ended up dying or something. And you know what I'm saying? So it's an occurrence. It happens all the time. Police normally stop this from happening. But if you are an illegal alien and you're doing this, cops won't do anything to you. Again, I used to call it a 2-tier justice system, but really is a 3-tier justice system. If you're a legal immigrant or if you're a Democrat establishment person, you don't have to follow any type of laws or rules, and nothing is going to happen to you. Here we go.
The impact of those vendors.
So we're in Jackson Heights. This is the heart of AOC's congressional district. It's only 10 a.m. and already the street vendors are out. We're going to talk to some of the residents to see how this area is changing.
There's so much immigration now. There's so many Venezuelans, Ecuadorians, Mexicans that crossed over, due to Biden.
Are you seeing crime? More crime?
Okay.
Yeah, more crime. There's more crime going on, robberies.
Look at that. It's just stuff laying on the ground.
after 7 p.m., you cannot walk around here.
In the corner,
Wow.
every like a week, you heard like somebody was killed, somebody was like beaten.
Look at that. That's New York. It's supposed to be. Who wants to go visit places like that? And the lady said you can't go outside. What she said, after 7 o'clock or 7:30, whatever she said. So after 7 o'clock, you can't even go out there because it's so bad.
I feel very unsafe, truly. I've had 3 times someone try to assault me, try to pull my gold chain. I'm always with him and protecting him because the crime is so bad.
You see all the vendors, all the people selling stuff on the street. There's crime,
Look at this.
people getting robbed.
A lot of people doesn't want to come because they come with their families and they see that.
We see them around, but nobody does anything.
So why aren't the police stopping this? What is going on in New York? Oh my gosh.
Brick and mortar businesses are suffering a lot. We have a lot of closed doors, a lot of businesses that are just closing every single day because they can't compete with the prices of that the street vendors outside are giving everyone.
Has your business suffered at all?
Tiene miedo de salir a la calle tan tarde.
She said, yes, our business has been affected.
Todo el mundo está cerrando temprano por la situación.
Now everyone goes home early, closes early because of the crime situation.
Inmigrantes
Sad.
buenos somos más, de verdad.
She said, we take pride in our place, we work really hard, we are immigrants who came here for the right reasons to work, and we just wish that those who aren't complying with the law would be held accountable. Okay. This is
Wow.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's district. What would you say to her?
Hold on. And these are legal Americans doing it the right way, having a legitimate business, and they are being hurt by this. The same people that she says she wants to protect.
If she was here right now, ¿qué le dirías a ella?
Su trabajo de cuidar el vecindario.
We would ask her to do her job of taking care of this neighborhood, to do a better job.
Just come and walk around here and see everything, all the garbage, all the people getting robbed. They're doing daytime and nighttime.
Entonces me sería muy
We wish she would do something better here.
Vuelto por aquí.
She is never here.
Hacía campaña voluntaria por ella.
I was a volunteer for her.
Abandonó la comunidad.
She completely abandoned our community.
Tocando puertas.
She said, I hope that she sees this interview because we all helped her get elected.
Ella además quiere su Washington y su money, pero la comunidad fue
She
abajo.
said she only cares about Washington and her money. She said nobody loves her here anymore.
Wow. So someone that actually helped her with her campaign, help her get into office, is saying she's nowhere to be found. She's out there in the swamp in D.C., don't care about her constituents. This is wild. And this woman helped her get elected, helped her with her campaign.
You see a tiny little sign there for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Doesn't look like she's letting everyone know, come see me. We're gonna try and see if they'll let us in. Wondering if I could speak to the Congresswoman or somebody who's representing her. So she only has someone here on one day a week?
Right, it's a satellite office.
What would you say to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez?
Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on. You know, you pay all that money for the fastest internet, and you still get stuff like this.
Come on down and take a walk with me. Let's see what's going on, and let's see if we can fix it together. And if you don't want to help me fix it, I'll do it myself. Everybody from business owners to residents.
Brother, I can tell you right now, you're going to end up having to do it yourself. She could care less. She's barely there. She stays in Washington. She don't care anything about what's going on there. So you're going to end up doing it yourself, brother.
Everybody wants somewhere safe to be. And this area right now is not the safest, and it's not looking the best. And it's my duty to do this change and to bring this change to this area.
Good for you.
And Rachel joins us right now.
Stop voting Democrat. That's one way you can change, is to stop voting Democrat. You keep putting these idiots in office. Like AOC is one of the most dumbest person that we have in government, or one of the dumbest. She's definitely in my top 5 list. And y'all put her, and y'all voted for that. Y'all voted for what you're getting right now.
Rachel, that last guy you were talking to, Ramesses Frias, we talked to him the other day, and he said when you see all the migrant vendors out there, nobody, for the most part, he said, has permits, and a lot of the stuff that they're selling is either stolen from stores in some cases, or taken out of donation bins. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff there, but the question is, where does it come from?
Yeah, no, those are all great questions. Listen, I'm going to tell you what I learned really quickly. The main deterioration has happened, or the crisis, they said, started in the summer. Things have just really gone into overdrive. It's unbearable, they say. The other thing is just this giant disconnect between what AOC cares about,
no tables set up or anything, just laying on the ground.
Care about. So you see AOC obsessed with climate change. They just want the trash, you know, from these illegal vendors, you know, that's piling up, cleaned up. They're worried about the public urination by these vendors, even in front of children. AOC obsessed right now and passing trying to get legislation passed on deep AI fake porn. They're like, get the porn off our streets. I was down there at 10 a.m.
Wow, that's a great point. She's trying to stop AI porn from being created and stuff, and yet they got prostitutes just out there in the open in the day. Look, this is a normal day. In the daytime, walking the streets, out there selling their stuff, and you worried about AI porn. That's a great point there.
The hookers are turning tricks. The prostitutes are turning tricks at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. in the morning, right in front of their restaurants. You see that
in front of children, kids going to school, and it's right there in their face in the morning. It's crazy.
AOC is for open borders and freebies for so many of the illegal immigrants. I talked to business owners there who say, listen, okay, they're here, but they have to follow the law. I have to, you know, purchase a liquor license that's super expensive, and they're selling bottles of liquor, probably stolen, as you said, right on the street. So this is a total disconnect between what AOC, who's rarely ever there, is ensconced in her, you know, penthouse in Washington, D.C., and what the people of this community care about. They say the conditions are simply unlivable. It's dangerous, and they want something to change.
Absolutely. And as we heard,
nothing is going to change if you continue to vote how you've been voting. If you keep putting these leftists in office, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get any better because they don't care.
From your report, which was great, is people would like to see her in the neighborhood. She doesn't do anything. We got a statement from her office a couple of days ago, and essentially it blamed Republicans for the lack of migration.
Of course.
You know, changing the law and stuff like that. Rachel, thank you very much for going out.
Wow, so great report. Again, nothing is going to change. New York is just going to deteriorate. It's going to get even worse unless they get the people that's running New York out of New York. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.